Also out, looks like Rex Butler is going to is hiring a gentleman by the name of Tank Jones to dig up dirt on dig dirt up on the Palins and all.
Well, Tank is actually the bodyguard right now for the Johnston family.
Well, they're going to try to dig up dirt.
The Johnston family has a bodyguard?
Yeah, they don't work and all this,
you know. You don't
so,
pay attention to the headlines.
Rex Butler is going to dig up dirt on the Palins and going to represent the Johnson family. This is and so there's a big onslaught of and it's coming back here to the radio station too, folks, because of my firm stance against these ethic complaints. And so I'm gonna tell you something. There's people trying to call here. You know, they're you know, they're throwing dirt clods my way. And it's happening to the Palins, and I'll tell you, it's a war out there. It's an absolute war going on. And and here is part of this editor's blog. Money-grubbing smear merchant Rex Butler and Tank Jones target Governor Palin. It's by the editors here, and then down here in the paragraph.
Money grubbing, is that what they call them?
Yep, money grubbing.
Just as much as
on the day that Bill
man.
McAllister went on the Eddie Burke show to announce that Governor Palin had launched a Twitter account, the lefty Alaskan blog seemed convinced that some bombshell would be dropped and made posts with hints, quote-unquote, as to what it would be about, kind of like the Riddler in a Batman movie. See Mudflaps, Celtic Diva, and judge for yourselves.
This is old news, though.
This is something that's going on.
This is old news.
It's not old news.
What
okay?
Is this? What is this?
It's not old news. This is something. This has happened today.
Oh.
May 1st, 2009.
So what's the big breaking story then?
Really, the big breaking story is Rex Butler has taken on Levi Johnson and his mom pro bono.
Okay.
Butler has also hired Tank Jones to find dirt on the Palins and smear their name.
No offense, man, but
you recall Levi Johnson has no job and no education. His mom and sister don't work either, and his mom has pending a trial with 6 felony drug charges. Who's paying for the publicity tour?
Wow.
Huh?
Wow. I have to tell you, though, this is old friggin' news,
This
man.
is not old news.
You didn't know
right?
about it, man.
No,
For
this is
weeks
not old news.
Oh, Lord.
This is current
No,
stuff.
it's not,
This
man.
is stuff that is going on.
This is soap opera.
And it doesn't even matter.
This-
You guys don't think it's important that people around this country are talking, organizing through liberal blogs to orchestrating these ethic complaints against the governor?
I don't think that's the
You
case
don't think
at all.
this is, huh?
I don't think that's the case at all. I think that
You can go on the blogs, Mike. Come on, dog.
When you go look at the APOC, when you look at the way ethics complaints are worked in this state, here's how it works. Hey, I think this is wrong. I write a letter to the APOC.
All right.
It doesn't happen. There's no legal requirements. There's no legal fee requirements. There's no smear requirements. There's no public disclosure.
I get all
There's
that.
None of that.
You think it's an ethics complaint for the governor to wear an Arctic cat jacket?
I think there's an issue there. I think there was.
You think it's an ethics complaint for the governor to set up a defense fund?
I think that it can be, depending on how it's written against our law. Hey, you know what? And none of this matters.
That's what the left sees.
None of this matters.
Folks.
None of this matters. We have got an APOC. We have got an independent election committee, ethics committee, that sits there and takes the complaints and goes, huh. Let's look at this. Nope, I don't see it. We don't see it. It goes away. The governor doesn't spend a nickel of her time.
The governor spent $500,000
defending herself against her own ethics complaint.
Okay, wait a minute. No, that's BS.
No, that's the truth.
So $500,000 the governor spent. The state spent well over $2 million in handling all these FOIA requests and these ethics complaints. You think that's a good deal? You think that's fair?
So the FOIA
that the citizens of this state are paying against an Arctic cat jacket, and the governor's setting up a legal defense fund?
There is no legal charges filed. There is no legal defense.
It's ethics. Okay, let me ask you this: is it costing the state $2 million?
I don't know what it's costing the state. The FOIA requests stem from...
Do you believe that it's costing the state?
I don't know what it's costing. Eddie, the FOIA requests stem from her being the VP.
You don't care.
And Joe Biden...
No, they're still
Joe
going
Biden
on.
had FOIA requests against him, and Obama
well, I
had
tell you
FOIA
what I'm
requests
doing.
against
Okay,
him.
here it is.
And
this
we
is
charged for the... We charged for per page for many of those FOIA requests.
All right. Let's go to Daniel on line 1. Daniel, welcome to the program.
Yes.
It's 2 against 1 here in the studio, Daniel.
Well, there's a couple of things here. The first thing is this whole ethics complaint thing.
Yeah.
You know, anybody with half a brain can see that it's obviously what they're doing is just trying to set up a track record because they're terrified that Sarah Palin's going to run for the presidency, and what they want is to be able to run ads, negative ads against Sarah Palin, saying she had 50 or more or whatever ridiculous number of ethics complaints made against her. You can't trust this woman. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
But doesn't the flip side of that hold true as well for Palin?
It's not about whether it goes well for Palin or not. What it's about is it's about political assassination by the left against somebody that they are terrified of. When McCain picked her for his running mate, the entire left side of America lost its mind. They were terrified because now all of a sudden, instead of being like, well, McCain is close enough to one of us that we don't have to worry about it, we can just sort of ignore him. Now all of a sudden, he had a strong conservative person on the ticket, and then the issue became not anything about McCain for them, but Sarah Palin. Got to destroy Sarah Palin.
And the reason
and that's when, and that is, and the timing when all this stuff started is when she was